generally starting with the minor, and then what does openers rebids look like? So let me share this with you. So here we have this hand here, and we have 14 high card points and a flat hand. And so what's the opening bid going to be with this?
One club?
Yeah. One of a minor, and with 3-3, we'll start with the club. And then let's say partner bids a spade. What should our rebid be?
No trump?
Yep,
Oh,
one
he,
no
what,
trump.
wait, if the partner says what?
One spade.
Oh, one spade. So he could have four, right?
Yep, that's right.
So I guess that's probably why I wouldn't say two spades. I'd say, so what I say, so one thing, I could do one no trump or, no, I guess I don't want to do two hearts. So one no trump,
One no
I don't
trump.
have much,
That's right.
because I only have four hearts. So.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
if you rebid two hearts, that would be a reverse showing a strong hand. And we'll look at some examples of that coming up. But here you have a balanced hand with 12 to 14 high card points. So normally you'll just open your one of a suit and rebid a no trump, unless you can support partner. So if you start with a club here and partner says one heart, then we'd say two hearts. But when
Right.
partner says
I
a
have
spade,
four spades, I'd say two spades.
right. But if partner says a spade and this is your hand, you just say one no trump. And that tells partner you have a 12 to 14 high card points in a balanced hand, and you do not have four spades. Okay. And then, and so, yeah, let me ask this then. So is your one club opening bid forcing?
Well,
It is not.
well, not, it is, if they can support clubs and have a very minimal hand, they could pass. Is that right?
What if they have only 4 points in their hand?
They pass, so they're, but in no clubs or one club, two clubs?
Even if they
clubs?
don't have much in clubs, they're still going to pass because any bid by partner is going to show at least 6 points.
So even if I had four clubs, I would just pass, probably, yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay,
so
no, if I had clubs, I'd definitely pass. But what if I have, so I have 4 points, doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
yeah, and compare that to if you had a different hand and instead you opened two clubs, showing a strong hand.
Right.
Is that forcing? Can partner pass their two club opener?
Yeah, I think you have to say two diamonds or something, because otherwise they're stuck in two clubs, and that's just a point. They're just showing points, right?
Right, saying nothing about clubs. So two club opener, we would say is a forcing opening bid. Partner has to respond. But a one club opener, partner does not have to respond. Now, when partner on this hand here, we start with the club and partner says a spade. Is there one spade bid a forcing bid?
Yeah.
It is.
They change suits.
A new suit by the responder is forcing. So we can't pass the one spade. Once we rebid one no trump as our second bid is our one no trump rebid forcing.
No.
Right, partner can pass our one no trump.
Well, you could pass the one spade if partner already passed,
Yes, if partner were a passed hand.
under rare circumstances.
But in this case, we were dealer, so partner's not a pass hand. And so the idea is that the one spade partner bids one spade, partner is promising 6, but could have 20 points possibly. So we shouldn't be, that's why that bid is forcing, because we really don't know partner's upper limit. But once we rebid a no trump, partner knows our point range, so partner is welcome to pass with a weak hand. Okay, so here. We've got 18 high card points in the same shape hand. So what are we going to open here?
One club.
Right, and again, partner says one spade. So what's our next bid?
Two no trump.
Right.
Is that right?
That shows our
Oh.
balanced 18 to 19 points, and it says we don't have four spades. And so is our jump to two no trump, is that a forcing bid, or can partner pass that?
No.
Which way? No, it's not forcing?
I thought not forcing.
It's not forcing, that's right. If partner has a poor 6 points, they can pass. Most of the time, though, they will continue to bid on. Because with 7 points, they should keep on going. And what if we start with a club and partner says a heart? What is our rebid?
Well, would you do three hearts or would you still
Yes.
do, no, I don't, huh?
Yes,
You
three
would,
hearts.
you wouldn't do- Okay.
Because the jump to two no trump denies support. So if we have support, we can't do that jump to two no trump anymore. So instead, we'll jump to three hearts, showing the 16 to 18 points with four hearts. Is that jump to three hearts a forcing bid?
Do you need 17 points for that? Or more?
16 to 18.
15 to 18, okay.
And so that's
I
not
don't
forcing.
think so. No, I don't think it's forcing.
Yeah, because if partner has a weak hand, 6 points, they can still pass that. But usually they'll win.
Okay, wait, they opened one heart though, right?
No, we opened a club and they responded one heart.
Oh, there's one club, okay,
We're the opening, remember, opening bidder.
okay.
Okay, here we have 13 high card points and 2 length points. So 15. So what are we going to bid here?
For opening,
Yep.
one heart,
Yeah, and then partner says one spade. What's our rebid?
two hearts,
Yep. Saying we have an extra heart. We're at the minimum of our opening point range. And we don't have four spades. So it kind of gives our partner, the responder, 3 different messages.
Now, if I had four spades and a six hearts, then I would do the four spades first and not let
Yeah,
them know
you'd
I had.
support the hearts because you don't need to look any further for a trump suit. Once you find that you have, once you find you have an 8 card fit in spades, you don't worry about hearts
Yeah,
anymore.
just go with it, okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Now, what if
here,
it's diamonds? What if it's diamonds? Eight cards isn't enough, is it? Or is it? So
It
just go
is.
5.
yeah, it's still enough, but you need more points to go up, and it's nicer to have more than 8, but 8's enough. Okay, here we've got
Yeah.
15 high card points and 3 length points, so 18 points altogether. So what do we're the opening bidder here, what do we do?
Well, you have 7. I guess I'd still do one heart.
Yep, one heart. And partner says one spade. And what's our opener's rebid?
3 hearts.
Yep. And that sends 3 messages to partner. What are the 3 messages it tells partner?
I don't have four spades. I don't,
That's right.
I have a strong, heart suit with length.
I
And
have extra length in hearts, yes.
I have some kind of stoppers in the other two suits, or at least one.
Doesn't really promise the other
or
suits,
double
but the jump says I'm in the 16 to 18 point range. So it says I'm in the middle of the opening point range. So I have extra values. It doesn't say where they are. So it says I don't have the four spades. I do have at least one extra heart, and I have the 16 to 18 points. All right, here we've got 13 high card points and one length point. We've got 14. What do we start with?
One heart.
And partner says one spade.
Okay, so one spade. So now my partner could have five, right? I don't know.
Right.
So I could say two spades.
But two spades would tell him you have four.
Oh, okay.
Because
So I
he
have to
may
say no
have-
trump.
So you say one no
So
trump.
you have to go no trump again. Okay.
That's fine. And he can bid on some more, and then you can tell him you can support spades later to show you that you have three of them if partner bids again. What if you start with a heart and partner says two clubs?
Two clubs?
Yeah.
One heart, two clubs?
Yeah.
Two no trump? I don't know.
Yeah. Two no
No.
trump.
Huh?
Yes, two no trump.
Okay.
And that would be the case whether we're playing standard or we're playing 2/1. If we're playing 2/1, there are two clubs as a game force. But we still want to show that we have a balanced hand. So we bid two no trump next.
Okay.
All right, so this one, we're the opener again. We've got 14 high card points and one length point. So it's our opening bid.
One heart.
Yep. And partner bids one spade. What's our rebid?
So, one spade. So it has to be one no trump or two diamonds. I don't know. I'd say one no trump.
One no trump, or what's the other choice? Two diamonds?
Two diamonds.
Yeah. What do you guys think? What's the better bid?
Remind me of the auction.
One heart by us, one spade by partner.
I like one no trump better.
Yeah, I would probably bid one no.
I would too. The book here says two diamonds.
Yeah.
I hate that bid.
You want those kings to be in the
I
clip.
want those kings to be protected from the opening lead, and I also, one no trump is a limited hand, and two diamonds is 12 to 18 points. Doesn't tell partner what's going on at all.
Mhm.
So here we open a heart, and partner says a spade, and we have
No.
15 high
No.
card and two length point for 17 points. Now we'll go with two diamonds, right? For a
Yeah,
second
two
bid.
diamonds. Two
Yeah,
diamonds.
'cause we wouldn't bid no trump here, and we've got a nice clearly a two-suited hand, and so we'll show our second suit. Now, what's the
But you
difference
don't-
here?
Oh, and what if it was ace, king, queen, jack? If you had four diamonds or four, whatever, you still would have.
If it was ace, king, queen, jack, if it was four really strong diamonds and little doubleton club, I might bid my diamonds, even with a four-card suit.
if it had ace, king, queen, jack, you might get two diamonds.
Yeah, even if it's ace, king, jack, little, if I have just two little clubs, I might. But where I had the
Hmm.
king little and clubs and the king little and spades on that last hand, that looked like a no trump hand. So let me ask about this hand though. We've got 15 high card and 2 length points of 17. So what would be different between starting with a heart, hearing a spade from partner, and then bidding 3 diamonds by us, where we jump to 3 diamonds?
I think you need about 18 points, don't you? A little more.
Yeah, you need 19. 19
19,
points
okay.
because a jump to a new suit by opener is a game force unconditionally. And partner may only have 6 points, so you should have 19. And so consequently, when we do this here, 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 diamonds by us, 2 diamonds sounds weak, but it could be strong. We've got 17 here, we could have 18. So it's not a forcing bid, but partners should try and bid again unless they have just a bare 6 or 7 points. All right, let me go on here. All right, here we've got 18 high card points and 2 length points. So what are we going to open?
But are you going to do a reverse?
No,
Diamond first?
no.
Yeah.
When you do a reverse, you need to have more cards in the first suit than the second suit.
Oh, that's right.
And here they're equal
But-
length, so
But you're not going to do 2 no trump, are you, with a singleton? I mean, with
nope,
a singleton?
nope.
So it's 1 heart.
1 heart. 1 heart can be as many as 21 points. So it feels like, oh, I've got to tell my partner my points. Well, you will, but not on your first bid. You'll do it on your second bid.
You know, I have a question on the 2, if you open 2 no trump, is it 20 high card points or
Yeah,
can it be 18 in length?
high card points.
Only high card, okay.
Yeah. Mhm. So here we start with a heart and then partner says a spade. What should our rebid be?
Oh, so now we can go to 3 diamonds.
That's right. We have enough to make a game forcing jump shift to 3 diamonds. And that's how we show our strong 2-suited hand. Starting out with 1 heart, which sounds kind of innocuous, but then when we jump into a new suit, it shows we're at the very top of that opening point range.
That's counting distribution too.
Yes, we get to count distribution for that. Okay, so here, now we've got 17 high card points and a length point for 18. So we'll start with our heart, partner says a spade, and we'll say 2 diamonds.
You can say 2 diamonds?
Because we need 19 points to jump to 3 diamonds.
Yeah, okay, but I thought we'd do no trump here, no? There's only
No.
4? No.
With the high cards in the red suits, I'll show my second suit here. And with the weak doubleton club, I don't want to go straight to no trump. The hand that we had that looked better for no trump is this one here, where we have weak diamonds. Oh, well, I guess there's a different one still here. Sorry. Well, I don't know where. Anyhow, if you are weak in that 4th suit, it's maybe best to show your second suit.
So, but with 3 diamonds, you go to 1 no trump.
Yeah, that's right.
But with 4, okay, yeah, I guess I got that
Or
wrong.
you have your choice. You can either treat it as a balanced hand and bid no trump, or you treat it as unbalanced and bid your 4-card second suit there. And you just sort of got to decide based on the character of the suits, where your high cards are and stuff like that. So this one, we've got 17 high card and a length point for 18. So what's our opening bid?
1 diamond.
Yep. And partner responds 1 spade, no surprise. And what do we rebid?
2 hearts.
2 hearts. And what message does that send to partner?
Pardon?
That sends 3 messages to our partner. What are they?
Oh. I would probably have a 4-card, 5-card diamond, probably, because I would have bid hearts first if it was 5. So it's probably a 4-card heart suit.
Right.
Yeah.
And 5 diamonds.
Yeah. So
And how
there's only
about spades? How
4
about
left.
spades?
So I may have a Fiddleton, a void, or 2 doubletons.
Right, but you don't have 4 spades because you would have supported the spades.
Right.
And how many
So
points?
I could have 3,
Yep.
but
Good.
I'm not going to have 4.
Right.
So it tells partner that if you only have 4, we don't have 8.
Right. And so how about points? What does it say about our points?
What about points? Oh, 18.
How many points do we need to have to bid 2 hearts?
No, we said 1. Oh, 2 hearts.
We started with a
Oh.
diamond, partner said
Right.
a spade, and then we rebid 2 hearts.
I don't know.
So that is a reverse.
Oh, that is reverse now. Oh. Yeah.
So we need
16. We have to have 16,
a good
17.
16 or 17 points for that. Yeah.
Darn.
So it tells partner an awful lot about our hand. At least 5 diamonds, at least 4 hearts, fewer than 4 spades, at least 17 points. All right. So here we've got 13 high card points and length points. So what do we start with?
Let's start with a diamond.
And then partner says a spade. What do we rebid?
Well, this one, I don't know. I might do 1 no trump here just because I don't think the heart, it's just got the 1 honor. I don't know.
Well, it's not so much the 1 honor, but remember if we bid 2 hearts here, it's a reverse. So we have to have 17 points.
Oh, gosh. You're right.
We only have 14. So it's not that the heart suit is not chunky, it's just that the hand is not strong enough to reverse. And so 1 no trump is an option, but partner will expect us to have 2 spades at least. And maybe hope we have 3 spades even.
Oh, yeah.
And so we try not to bid a no trump in this situation, but we have to fib a little bit on our next bid. Either 1 no trump where we're fibbing on our number of spades, or 2 diamonds where we should have 6 diamonds for that. So the recommendation here is we would bid 2 diamonds, rebid our diamond suit.
Just
Or-
rebid it. Don't worry that there are only 5.
Yeah, better that than telling partner we have 2 spades for them, which may be of much more interest to them if they have 6 spades, for instance. Okay, so let's look at some hands here. Give me just a second. All right, I've started up Shark Bridge here. Uh, Something's messed up on here. Let me restart this. This thing is not working.
Oh,
Let me mess with this for a minute if I can. Are you guys able to connect using the link?
I haven't tried. I
You-
can.
Yeah, try and see if it'll work. It's not coming up showing the URL like it normally does here.
No, it says invalid classroom link, contact teacher.
All right.
Same.
All right, let me check one more thing here.
You want us to contact you by formal letterhead?
All right, I think I'm gonna have to make a new URL here, which is a one-way change. Oh, no, I wonder if Shark is down at their end. Okay, so that's not gonna work. So let me try a different way here. All right, so here's your hand. You're the dealer. We've got 18 high card points and 2 length points. So what's our opening bid going to be?
okay, now, that's too big of a hand to do a reverse, right?
There's no reverse, and there's
Huh?
not too big, and it's not too big for a reverse, but we have equal length suits, so we can't reverse. A reverse always is one suit.
Oh,
than the other.
Oh, it looked longer because it's, okay. Yeah.
It does look
is
longer
a-
because it's got a fat 10 and a fat 7 in there. Yeah.
It's got a double letter. Okay, double number. So okay. So we don't want reverse then. So that's gonna be a problem if we want to bid both of them, right? So does that maybe bid the diamond first?
Yeah, with 2 5-card suits, we'll start with the higher ranking one. So we'll start with a diamond. And then partner says 1 spade.
Okay, now we have enough to go to 3 clubs, don't we? Yeah.
That's right. This is enough for 3 clubs. That's a jump to a new suit. So it's game forcing. All right. And then let me see here. So on this, partner says, oh, partner said a heart, not a spade. We said
Oh,
a
partner-
diamond, they say a heart, we say 3 clubs, and they say 3 no.
3 no?
Yeah, that's what partner winds up saying 3 no for their second bid.
So
That's
are we
okay.
trusting that partner has a stopper and spades?
Yes.
They're not to say 3 no without a stopper and spades then.
They're not going to say 3 no without a stopper and spades. That's correct. So we will pass their 3 no trump. And trying to see if I can.
Now, so we're not going to try to go to slam on that at all? Because, I mean, we've got 20 points, don't we?
Right, we've got 20 points, but our bid showed 20 points, right?
So partner wouldn't have done that then. Okay.
So partner would not have stopped at 3 no trump if partner had slam interest. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Our bid of jump to 3 clubs shows 19 to 21 points, so partner knows that. So if partner stops at 3 no trump, partner knows what they're doing. Okay. I'm trying to get this so I can share it without giving away the things here. All right, so now you can see partner's hand there, right, at the north.
Uh-huh.
Partner has a spade stopper and partner has 7 points. So 7 and your 20, that's 27. That's enough for game, but not enough for slam.
Right.
And so the opening lead is a small spade. And West wins with the ace and leads the spade back. And so remember, we're sitting now, we're going to be north, we're going to be declared, we're north.
Oh, West led the ace?
No, because north is the declarer, right? North is declarer and 3 no trump here.
Wait, what are we? Oh, we're south.
Well, we start out south,
Oh.
but I'm going to put you in north's position now as if you're the declarer, but you have to think that you're sitting up on top of the table there. This is declarer here, right?
Okay, so declare. Oh, so East led them. Yeah.
East led a low spade. West went up with the ace. I'm not going to show it to you here. They went up with their ace and they led a spade back. So they led their low spade back at trick 2.
Well, when they do that, now we've got a guarantee 3 no trump.
So what are our tricks? What are our 9 tricks?
You've got 3 aces, 2 kings, 3 kings, and a queen. That's 9.
3 aces, 3 kings, that's 6, and a queen, that's
Oh, wait a
7.
minute. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh, yeah, 7. So unless the clubs break.
Right, so how many
break.
clubs do the opponents have?
How many clubs?
Yeah,
Let's see. So it was 1. So we opened 1 diamond.
not opening. We can look at our clubs and dummies clubs, right? How many do we have?
Oh, yeah, right. 8.
So
Yeah,
how many
5.
do they have? And how are they likely
5.
divided?
Likely is it 3-2?
Yep.
See,
And if they're 3-2, we can just play the ace, king, and queen of clubs, and then the last two clubs will be gone. Good. And that'll be our 9 tricks.
so if it's 4-1,
If they're 4-1 and the person with 4 has the jack, is there anything we can do about that?
yeah.
What can we do?
So we have to have an alternative plan.
Is there any way that we could still take all 5 clubs if they split 4-1?
Anyway, well, we could try the finesse. I don't
Well,
know. We could try a
But
finesse with the
you hate to
10.
try the finesse if it turns out they're 3-2, right?
Right.
So is there any way to find out if they're 3-2 or if they're 4-1 and preserve the ability to do a finesse?
Oh, God. Well, I guess you could play the ace king
That's right. Play the ace of clubs and then the king of clubs.
and king of clubs.
And if they turn
then-
out they're 3-2, you're good. You can just cash, right?
Mhm.
But when you're on the second trick, when you win the king of clubs, West isn't actually going to show out here. It turns out West had a singleton club, and so they had to discard when you played your king of clubs at trick 2.
So then it's going to be. So maybe the best thing is.
That
Maybe
means
the best
these
thing
are-
is play the
that
ace king, the ace queen first. The ace
you play
queen
the
is
ace.
good, yeah.
No, you're right. You had it right to begin with. You start with the ace, and then you
And then
play
play-
one to the king.
The king.
Yeah, you win
But
your
then you
second club with the king. Here, I'll show
But then
you.
you can't finesse for the. I'm sorry. West is.
West shows
But-
out. Here's your whole distribution here. Does this make sense?
See, but if you know right away, if you play the ace queen. then
No,
you
not the
know-
queen. You play the ace, and they follow suit. Everybody follows suit. And then you play a low one to the king,
Yeah, but
and
then
they
you have
show
problems.
out.
But then you
It's
have
a-
problems. You're going to lose the jack.
You're not, because you have a little club left here, and you've got the queen 10-7 left. And they have the
So
jack 9.
So then you know he has the jack. If he doesn't play it, then you just play the 10. Okay.
Right. It's a marked finesse at that point. You know the finesse is going to work, so you do the finesse.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking. Okay.
But if you played the ace queen first, you'd find out about the bad split, but there's no way to do a finesse anymore. And even if you start with the
Yeah.
king and then
The problem
go
is,
to
well, what
ace,
if the single 10 is east?
then there's no
See
hope.
that? Yeah. Well, but then it's.
Then you can't
Well,
do it.
because then it's better to play the ace queen instead of the ace king, because then you can finesse.
No, because since you only have 3 clubs in the north, you won't be able to finesse. There's no way to
Yeah.
win if the clubs are reversed in the east and west. So you
That's
just
right.
have to,
Okay.
you just have to, you'll go down in that case. But you will make your contract if they're 3-2, or if they're 4 with east having 4.
Yeah.
So that's what you
Okay.
want to give yourself that extra chance.
That would give me a heart attack.
All right, so hang on, let me show another one here. We're just gonna do one more hand here. Okay, so we're the dealer here. And we have 17 high card points and a length point. So what's our opening bid?
1 diamond.
And partner says a spade.
See, then, so that's the problem with doing a diamond, because if I say a heart, that's gonna be reversed.
Yeah, but what's wrong with reversing?
Oh, I have enough points, 4, 8, 12. 16. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Yes, you're right. Okay, so 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 heart,
Two
2
hearts.
hearts.
It's got to be 2 hearts because 1 heart's not enough.
Yeah.
And so the 2 hearts is a reverse. It says I've got 17 or more points. I've got longer diamonds than hearts. So I'm at least 5, 4 in diamonds and hearts, and I don't have 4 spades. And so then after your 2 hearts, partner rebids 3 clubs.
So he may have 4.
Well,
Would he
the
have
3
five?
clubs,
Would he get 4 spades over 5 clubs? I guess he would, huh?
well, the
So
3
he would have
clubs, the 3 clubs is 4th suit, right? Because you guys have already bid hearts and diamonds and spades.
Oh, 4 suit forcing?
It's yeah, I mean you're already it makes it a game force. You were in a game invite, now it's game force, and it does not promise clubs at all.
No. Okay. So he's okay. So he wait. Okay, I did a diamond, a spade, a heart.
2 hearts,
He did clubs, which
3
is a
clubs.
game for 3 clubs. Yeah, it's a So now I know he's got opening hand.
Not an opening hand. You've already shown 17 points, so he should have at
Oh,
least
17.
8 points.
He could have 10 points. Yeah.
8, he could have 8 points even and still make a game forcing bid.
Yeah.
So what game do we think we want to be in?
No trump.
Yes. Because we've got the club stopper.
So 3 no trump.
3 no trump. That's right. And then partner will pass that, and then we'll get the lead of a low club. Oh, hang on, I've got to fix this again.
I thought reverse was 16, but it's not. It's 17.
With your length,
Then-
you should have 17.
I mean, you can bid it. Okay, can you bid it with 16 or not?
16 high card points, but you always have a 5 card suit at least, so you always have a length point. But you should have at least 16 high. Some people will debate that some, but that's a pretty good amount. All right, so let's see if I can share this. So here is, you're in the east, you're playing 3 no trump, and here's West's dummy. And you see West only has 8 high card points and a length point, but that was enough to
Yeah.
go to game. And so on the opening lead of a low club, you put on the 8, and North can't beat the 8. So your eight's a high. So the question is, how are you going to make 3 no trump here? I don't know if I still have Andrew and Tony. Are you still watching this?
Yeah. What was
Yes, I
the
am.
lead? Who's declaring?
East,
And the lead?
a small club. And you play the 8 from dummy, and North cannot cover the 8.
Okay.
So how many tricks do we need for 3 no trump? Nancy?
9.
How many
9.
how many top tricks do we have? Sure tricks?
8.
Yep.
7.
Which are they?
7. 7, and I think you could count one of the clubs, so 8.
Yeah, but that's counting how many spades?
5.
Well, yeah, you're not going to take 5 spades probably because they have,
No.
unless they could divide evenly, but
Oh, that's right. We
you
only,
have to,
we only have
be able
6.
to get to those spades, right?
We only have 6. Yeah.
How are you going to get to dummy spades?
But we have to, with the queen of clubs is the only way.
Okay.
Which means that south needs to have the ace.
And south will have the ace because north is not going to duck the 8 holding the ace.
You
So
sure?
I mean, maybe
Well-
you could play the king of clubs to drop the ace.
No, well, you have to play the king to overtake, then playing club. Well, then ace of spades, then play club. But my question is, if I were Norse, how can I come to that conclusion of not, ducking? It sounds pretty reasonable to duck club.
Well, if you have the ace, you expect partner to have the king because they let a low length lead, and if they don't have the ace or the queen, they will have the king. And so normally you take your ace and lead one back, and partner might duck the king reasonably.
I don't know. If that's the case and you take your ace, then you give and declare an entry to the clubs.
Yes, but you can wind up forcing them to use it right off the bat.
That's true.
Before it can be useful. But if North has the ace of clubs, you have to hope that South led a length lead just from the jack, which is possible, but is not a common lead. And hope you can get back with the 10 of clubs. But in any of those cases, the key is you have to win trick 1 with your king of clubs. Even though the 8 is holding the trick.
Mhm.
Why is that?
If you let the 8 of clubs win and then you lead a spade to the ace, so you unblock the spades, and now you try and go back to dummy's queen.
Mm-hmm.
If you lead a low club, they can go up with the ace of clubs, and then they lead a third club, and your king winds up beating your queen, and you don't get to dummy. If you take the ace of spades and then lead the king of clubs, they'll hold up on their ace of clubs. And then when you lead your last club to the queen, then they'll take their ace of clubs. And your queen won't get you there either. So the only way to make it work is to actually unblock by winning that king of clubs at trick 1, then take your ace of spades, and then a low club to dummy. And if South has the ace, your queen will be an entry.
But you're gonna assume that they're gonna drop the ace of clubs sometimes.
Well, if you play the king of clubs at trick 1, and then the ace of spades, and then you play a low club, if South has the ace of clubs, if they win it, your queen will be good on the next round. If they hold on to their ace and you play your queen, you're in. And you
Oh,
can.
I see, because you can just go ahead and play the spades, yeah. That's
Either
right.
way, you'll be able to get over with the queen and play the spades. You'll still have to do the diamond finesse at the end because even with 4 spades, 2 clubs, 6, and 2 aces, that's 8.
You have 2 clubs, 2 aces, 5 spades is 9.
If the spades split.
If the spades come home, then you don't need the diamond finesse. If they don't
Right.
come home, then you need the diamond finesse.
That's right. And so
They're not coming home.
here's our whole layout. So the spades were not 4-3, they were 5-2. And so you only get 4 spade tricks and you have to fall back on the diamond finesse.
So what about the other way? So if we take it with the ace.
When
We
the
play
ace-
another. Oh, they're going to hold off on the ace, though, aren't they? So if I play the 10 of clubs, put on the king, they may not take it
They won't take it. Yeah.
because they know the problem here. Okay.
Right. They know that queen of clubs is how you're going to get to all those spades. They've got to hope that you've got a singleton or void in spades.
I'm just gonna comment, if I play this hand, I will probably pick up the club play on trick 1, but lost track of the ace of spade. 8 of spade.
Yes. But what you want to be thinking about is, okay, they've got 7, they need to be 4-3, not so much what the spots are, and just see if they follow the 3 rounds. But I agree, that's hard to keep track of all of that.
So,
Also on the
diamond.
auction here, remember how we started with a diamond, they said a spade, which promises 4 but could be 5. We said 2 hearts, a reverse, and they said 3 clubs, 4th suit forcing. They have a club stopper, so they might have thought about bidding no trumps here, but they have 5 spades. They're still hoping that you might have 3 card support. So by bidding 3 clubs artificial here, it gives you a chance to show 3 card spade support if you have it, but you don't. So bidding 3 no trump here is the right bid. And these extra clubs come in super useful in playing 3 no trump.
In this case, would 4th suit forcing beyond playing Lebensol over reverses?
I'm sure it would.
Just so I'm in the loop, in which case the no trump, 2 no trump by West is forcing East to bid 3 club.
Correct. Which would typically be a sign off, either
Okay.
clubs or one of opener's suits.
Right.
Signing off in clubs probably doesn't make a lot of sense in any case.
Right, but bidding 3 clubs is not going to be a natural bid there. If you have clubs, unless you have a ton of them, you're going to be wanting to play no trump anyhow.
Yeah, I mean, you have 5-5 clubs maybe. 5-5 clubs and
5-5 in the black suits.
Yeah. I don't know. It's unlikely, but it just seems like a. Well, okay. If you play Lebensol, then any other bid other than Lebensol is necessarily game forcing.
Right.
So I guess my question is moot.
Should it be, well, but should it be a natural club bid or should it be artificial? I agree.
I think natural.
That is probably fine. I don't have a big disagreement for that. All right, so that's all we have for today.
Sounds good.
Andrew, are we on for this evening?
Sure. I think 7:30 will work.
Okay.
Another game at 5, but should be done by then.
All right, and sounds good. If things run late, that's fine too.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Take it easy.
Well,
Thank you very much. That was helpful. That was great.
all right.
Perfect.